All right, we are live. We are live. Welcome, 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 everybody. Wealth Empowerment Live. Coming to you live from Houston, Texas. We want to welcome everybody to this special, right? It's special because here, brothers and sisters, we're excited to bring you some more nuggets, some more truths, change your life if you take them in your life and make them a part, right? So we're coming to you live with broadcast number 96 on our way 100. We want you to join us and be with us on this journey, brothers and sisters, as we pass 96 to bring the very best of Empowerment Live. You know, this platform we started over close to 2 years ago, probably more than 2 years ago, to bring to us, to bring to our community, our family in America. It doesn't matter if you're Catholic, it doesn't matter if you're Methodist, it doesn't matter if you're Pan African, it doesn't matter if you're Muslim, it doesn't matter if you're atheist, it doesn't matter though any of those things, brothers and sisters. If you're black and you're concerned health and empowerment for black people, you are at the right time. All right. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I want you to go ahead and grab a pen and some paper because this is the hour of power. We don't waste any time bringing you the best of the best. And by God's grace, brothers and sisters, I'm not a lone ranger. Myself trying to carry this heavy burden of enlightening black people about money. Hardest things to do. And I'm not by myself. I'm here with our brother, your brother. He travels the world, inspiring people and motivating people and helping people live up to their given potential. I call it, he's our brother, the courage coach, Rodney Assad Muhammad. Are you there, brother Rodney?
Yes, sir, Brother Daryl. I am here. Praise be to Allah. Thank you, Brother Daryl. Thank you, the viewer, for joining us on Black Wealth Empowerment, the live hangout. I am Rodney Assad Muhammad, your courage coach, and you are in the right place at the right time, at the right moment to receive what it is you've been asking for. You say, well, Brother Rodney, how can you say that? You don't even know what I've been asking for. Well, if you're anything like me, if you are alive on this planet, you pretty much probably have the same prayer that I have. You probably have the same idea as I have, the same thoughts and desires that I might have, that you want to make sure you see yourself financially free, mentally clear, and taking action to get the results that you really want. You know, I know that's what you want. I know that. I can just tell. I can tell. I can see you right now, and that's what you came here for. You came here to get something that's gonna take you to the next level. That's gonna transform, to pivot you in the right direction at the right. You gotta have to get the right fulcrum going to where you actually take your life to exponential levels. Well, this is the right place for you. This platform, this program has been designed with the hour of power to maximize the time to give you as much as possible in a very compressed format. So you want to lock in, you want to strap in, you want to make sure you got your pen, your pad, that you're ready to take notes, that when you hear something that connects with you, I promise you, brothers and sisters, sometimes a breakthrough moment can come in the most unexpected places, at the most unexpected or inappropriate, I would say, times, when you least expect it, they say, right? So something's going to come today. You hear something, it might be one little small little nugget that you hear to say, oh my goodness, I never thought of it that way, that you want to write that down, and I want you to meditate on it after that. If it connects with you, if there's some energy on it for you, that means it was for you. So, brothers and sisters, definitely make sure you get your pad and paper, or a pad and pen, so that way you can write down those nuggets as they come to you, and be ready to share them on the Facebook group. Right? You're a part of this elusive, exclusive group called Black Wealth Empowerment for a reason, not because you have nothing else to do, not because you just need another Facebook group to join. No, 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 no. You are here and you chose to be a member of this group because you wanted to be different. You wanted to set yourself apart from everybody else that say they don't want to be broke. You decide to take an action and say, you know what? I'm serious about not being broke. And here's how I demonstrate that, by taking an action that shows that I'm serious about it. So again, I'm Rodney Assad Muhammad, your coach, your co-host, and I'm here to, by God's grace, to try to equip you with the mindset, the thinking that you need in order to take yourself to the levels that Brother Daryl is going to also share with us. See, it works in conjunction, brothers and sisters, and that's why we have to unify with people of like, or I'm gonna say similar mind, because you don't want somebody exactly like you. That's called conflict at some point. See, if I'm doing what Brother Daryl, but then there's no motion in that. It should be the same thing the whole trip. So what happens is we linked up because I have a certain niche, he has a certain niche, a certain way of presenting this, even some of the same information, but we're gonna put it in a way that's unique to our expression. Will cause you to rotate as we strike you at your equator of your mind by God's permission to get you to spin in a different financial and mental, orbit. All right, so thank you for watching us. Thank you for joining us. If you're listening to or watching the replay, awesome, awesome, awesome. Don't go anywhere. Let somebody know you're on live right now. You got to let somebody know. I don't care if you're on Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Brother Daryl's gonna tell you what to do. You gotta let some people know you on live right now, and you want to get somebody fired up about this broadcast right now. Brother Daryl, I'm gonna swing it back over to you, sir. We're gonna keep this going.
All right. Thank you very much, Courage Coach. I appreciate it. Brothers and sisters, come on in. You should get excited. Be excited. It's easier to be excited at some times than others, but whatever you have to do, be excited. Right? On the past, right? Be excited in the present. Certainly, you should always be excited about the future. Okay? We're going to talk about a subject that has taken over, right? A subject that they're talking about the world. We're going to talk about President Trump. President Trump plan. Now, what's your plan, brother? So your plan should have changed. That mistake. Not changed. That's a big mistake. Now, for those of you that have been with us several times before over the last 96 broadcasts, you probably know that we have a third host with a membership coordinating department. Hopefully she'll be here with us here in a minute. She's trying to get home and get settled. As you know, she has her own banking company. As you know, she's a wife and a mother. As you know, or may not know, she's active in the mosque and in her community, right? To have a whole lot more to do than us, brothers and sisters, when they have, right? So she'll be joining us, hopefully, God willing, here shortly, so she can tell us what's happening in the membership coordinating department. There's a lot of things happening, moving and shaking, going on in there, but we're going to take that. All right? It's all about the next level, brothers and sisters. Understand, it's about the next level. So, as you know, this is Black Wealth Empowerment Live. Taking all of us, all, right? When it comes around money, when it comes around wealth, too, right? Brothers and sisters, up to this point, has got us where we are. Somewhere else, you want to go somewhere different, then do something additional. You have to go to the next level. It's a requirement to raise up your thinking. Look up high from whence comes your help. Help doesn't come from below you, above you. So you always need to be looking up to where it is, brothers and sisters. All right? So that's what we do here. We raise up your consciousness because we have to. We've been here 461 years here in America. Time has run out. Now it's going to become more and more apparent that time has run out. Doing could have done. what we should have done. But now, if we're going to survive, brothers and sisters, have to do what's necessary. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about now what's your plan, right? We're just going to touch it so it can prick your conscience, so it can stimulate some thought, so now you can spend the next week and the rest of your life your plan. And now what? Now, since Donald Trump is the president, January, whatever it is, 20th, sworn in as the 45th president of the United States. How are you going to take that? In fear for the next 4 years? Anxiety for the next 4 years? Are we going to be on edge and jittery and always, for the carpet to be snatched from underneath us? Preparation? I hope that's not what you're going to do, brothers and sisters. That's a losing proposition. That's guaranteed to lose no matter who's. All right. Welcome to Black Wealth Empowerment Live, the hour of. On in, get you some water, some juice, some tea, some coffee. Sit down. Take some deep breaths. Deep breath. Whatever you were doing 5 minutes prior to this broadcast, of it, take some deep breath and just release. In order to get new information in, you have to let go on to time. All right, the Courage Coach, that's what he does. This brother got a book. When he wrote that, I don't know, 10 years ago, Coach, you can probably, do a revised 2016 version, and it'll probably be a totally different book.
That's right.
Right? So tell us about that book, Coach. Go ahead, tell us about that book, Courage Coach. Now, if I gotta go get it off my shelf, I'll go get it. But tell us about that book, bro. They need to know about that book. You know what I'm saying? We don't value in each other enough, brothers and sisters, because we're waiting for each other or speak about ourselves because we don't want to speak about ourselves. Do what's necessary, right? You have to do what's necessary. It's not for vanity, but if somebody else won't toot your horn, right? It is your horn. Hello? You don't give it to somebody else and say, would you blow my horn for me? So Courage Coach, tell us about that book. It's called Perfection. What is it called?
It's called thank you, Brother Jerry. It's called The Practice of Perfection. The Practice of Perfection. Yes, sir. I did it many years ago. It really came. It was the first book I'd ever done. And so it was just something that was born out of pure, just pure expression, learning. My thing was when I was growing up, and some of you might bear witness to this. When people say, I always found it odd. I'll say this: I found it odd when people say nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. And I never thought that was true. I never thought that was true. I still to this day don't believe that's true. That people are perfect. Everybody is perfect. You're perfectly who you are. At this moment in time, you are absolutely perfect at being who you are at this moment. Now, if you're trying to base me off of somebody else, then yeah, I might not be a perfect them. I may not be a perfect reflection of something or someone else. No, I may not be perfect at that. But I am absolutely good at doing me. I'm perfect at doing me at this moment in time. And then even in this perfectly flawed space, I know that as I grow and develop, I'll keep being a perfect example of me going forward. So I never want to base myself in my life off of somebody else. And because that sets you up for disappointment, despair, feelings of inadequacy because somebody else is doing something that you don't. It's really get to gluttony, envy, and jealousy, covetousness, right? You start coveting what somebody else has got going on, what they're doing, how their life is going. I mean, good for you. And I applaud somebody for doing something powerful in their life, especially if it's something they want to do. However, that don't make me feel bad because you're doing what you want to do with your life. And so when I did that book, The Practice of Perfection, you know, I wanted to share with the world, anybody who would read it, that there are strategies that you can use, really actually practices and exercises that I put in the book that you can use to help yourself work on what be like your soul purpose, your soul satisfaction. That once you can become calm within yourself, completely controlled in your body, your movements, your thinking, your you know, all those things, that's when you start to reach a place of perfection within your own self, you know, not judging you and things like that. And so there are exercises in the book, brothers and sisters, that I'm telling you, once you get this, and I think I did the website as thepracticeofperfection.com, you know. I think that's what I did, thepracticeofperfection.com. And the reason why I did that, because I wanted people to be able to find it, get it, you know. And so we'll see about that. See if I can put it up in the private exclusive Facebook group, you know, and then you all can check that out and look at it. But yes, sir, brother, I could do. It's called Practice of Perfection. I'm sorry, practiceofperfection.com. All right, of perfection.com. Actually, when you go to the Practice of Perfection, it's something about Saint Catherine of Genoa and stuff like that. But I'm showing you perfection. That's what it's about. So yes, it's a powerful book. It's the first book that I ever done. Now we have a lot of books under our belt under Bashir House Publishing. But you definitely deserve, I think each and every person that's watching this right now, if you don't have a copy of it, make sure you go to practiceofperfection.com and make sure you get that book. I'm telling you, you really will get a lot of benefit out of it. I know everybody that ever had to read the book absolutely enjoys it. And it's only $14.99. So I know you have $14.99, you know, because you're going to save yourself $10. Normally it's $24.99. So you're going to save yourself $10 off the book just getting it now. And so it's a beautiful thing. It's only 240 pages, 43 pages or so. And I'm telling you, you're going to absolutely phenomenal. And not because I did it. It has nothing to do with that. But I want you to really get into there and start doing some of those exercises and see if you can get the results. I really tell you in the book, email me, call me up if you want to, say, Brother Rodney, wow, I really did that. I went through that. That spoke to me. That changed everything for me. You know, and the last thing I'll say about that, Brother Dale, you know, if you practice perfection, you will be perfect. Because at any moment when you decide, you know what, I am comfortable in being me, that's when you reach a point of perfection, when you're actually comfortable with who you are. But then there's always that little bit of dissatisfaction within yourself. Say, I can do more. I can go higher. I can be better. Right? And so that's what you want to do. The practice of perfection. You're constantly practicing to perfect you, not somebody else, not the world around you. That happens as a result of us practicing perfection within self. And so, you know, it says, be ye perfect even as your Father in heaven is perfect. And so for somebody to tell me ain't nobody perfect, well, I can practice. And that's what I'm going to be about the business of doing, is practicing being perfect. So, Brother Daryl, I'm going to swing it back over. I hope that explained it to those of you. Go to practiceofperfection.com. You can get the book.
Absolutely. Thank you, Courage Coach. Yeah, brother, he said it, and I was about to say it. You're reading nonfiction books and gives you steps, some steps, not a lot of books, a lot of nonfiction books give you, right? Give you exercises. I mean, he got some in there on meditation and all kind of stuff, brothers and sisters. It's all in what we're talking about. It's all in the subject that we're talking about. The topic is Donald Trump. Donald Trump, brothers and sisters. Right? And we're going to talk about that. The coach is going to come on in a few minutes and give you the, you know, the personal development side and the, you know, becoming a better and being a practice your perfection. I'm going to come and tell you about the money piece. You know, look at money like this. Money, or the reality, the existence, the constant money in our lives. Avoid it. Oh, I hate spending money. You know, I hate going to work. I mean, you know, we just have such a negative relationship with money, why would money want to come to us in abundance? Want to be around a person all the time like we treat money, right? So we're going to talk about that tonight. Like we should be just like we are. To deny gravity, reality of gravity, it's, it's buffoonery. That's how we should look at money. It's like to ignore gravity, right? To talk bad about money is like talking bad about gravity. Gravity ain't everything, courage coach. It won't make you happy. You can't trust your friends when you got gravity, right? But it's just as silly when it comes to money, brothers and sisters. We got all these friends, courage coach, on Facebook. Something meaningful and see what kind of response you get. It has nothing to do with money. Has nothing to do with money, brothers and sisters. To be empowered to the time more than ever before. Just take care of our business. Maybe we need to on other folks' reality programs and reality. We need to focus on our reality. At the reality shows and TV, look at the reality in your mirror and let that be your reality show. All right, brothers and sisters? Black Wealth Empowerment Live. We are excited. God has blessed us to be on broadcast number 96. 6 on our way to 100. We're not going to stop until it's over. We're not going to stop. See, you got to understand, when you have a plan, focus on your plan, daily basis, several times a day. When you on your plan, you're moving on purpose. Attention. See, so when the courage coach comes, co-hosts with me, week after week, we're not just doing that, just because. Somehow, opportunity, connected, related, already in their purpose, their intention. Leaves courage coach, he can tell you on his private coaching that he does, he can get more into that and explain that to you. See, so that's why you have to realize it happens in seasons and people come and go in seasons. Except when people leave. See, that's what's wrong with black people. Right? God is the best knower. God probably knew if that person stayed, they would have tore up your entire organization. Almost as happy to see them leave, see them come. Their purpose, and now you're ready to go next level. Brothers and sisters, right? The next level. See, when you're civilized, when you talk about black government, see, you have to understand that that's not based on anything outside of yourself. If your wealth empowerment is going to be based on who's the president, who's the governor, mayor, city council, see, that's too many conditions outside of yourself. I mean, you can't win conditions of other people, of several other people. Position, brothers and sisters. Yeah, sometimes they're easier or harder than others, but right? Yeah, Trump is in office. So now what's your plan? You have to adjust. That's what life is all about. Left, right. It's about adjusting. We're going to touch on specific things here in the next couple of minutes. Specific things here to be thinking about. Can't put together a plan for you. Coach can't put together a plan for you, but we can help make it clearer of the plan. We should do for each other. Make things clearer. Understanding the people clearer. If my eyes are cloudy, if my eyes are got gook in it, see things clearer. Because I can't tell. How am I gonna help you see the road clearer if my eyes got gook in it? Right? I tell you to swerve to the left. Right? Nothing was in front of you to swerve to the left. So now you swerve and you hit somebody in the left lane, and the lane to the left. I saw something, thought I saw a deer crossing the road. My eyes are blue, brothers and sisters. It's very, very important that you discover who it is that you're listening to. Who it is that you're listening to. Something of great importance, then you need to know who it is. Right? Yeah, you might be drawn in, or it might capture your attention because it sounds good. But when you get past that point, how can I find out about this person? Right? Google Rodney Assad Muhammad. Google Daryl Muhammad. Google whoever it is. I think, Coach, that's why we don't stick and stay until we get our pay. You're familiar with that phrase. It's because research should really, just stick our hands in it, get our hands all dirty and just get really involved and just make the commitment, because we haven't necessary to say, I'm down with Rodney Assad. I pulled him up on the internet. That brother been doing that thing for 15, 20 years. Folks don't do nothing for 15, 20 years unless it's a job, and jobs don't keep people anymore for 15 and 20 years. Don't do nothing for 15 or 20 years. Married for 15, 20 years. Try to find somebody that's been married 15 years. We're talking about empowerment. Empowerment. And this is what we have to do to build wealth. First, it should be Black empowerment wealth. To be empowered first, not get wealthy. See, the empowerment part important than the wealth part. Have wealth. You'll recognize wealthy without money. See? If you're empowered. Brothers and sisters, welcome, welcome, welcome. Time to get excited. We're at the bottom of the hour. We're about to go in hard the second half of this program of Black Wealth Empowerment Live. We're about to get into the inspirational stuff. We're about to get into the stuff. See, this is a universal language. See, I know sign language, Coach. I know sign language. See, this is sign language right here. You can go around the world and do this. People know what that is.
That's right.
They'll know what that
then
is, brother.
let me show you, brother Daryl. Let me show everybody when you got to pay, when it's time to pay somebody, you say you do this. You go, that's pay. That's pay. When you're giving out money, you paying. You paying. You're giving that money out. That's what you're giving it out. So it's universal.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Brother says, here's what you need to do. Joining us right now. Hey, it's time for you to go to work. Work now. Time for you to work. A lot of talk. We might carry this subject or spin off of this subject. You know what I'm saying? We gonna wear this thing out. Beat Donald Trump. Trump beat us. We ain't waiting until he get in the office. See, you gotta be proactive. I'm gonna see what he gonna do. I'm gonna see who he gonna appoint to the, what is it called, the Civil Rights Committee or whatever they was talking about under the Justice Department or whatever the case may be. I'm gonna see, because see, I'm a congressman, congresswoman. You gonna do? Yeah, right. Yeah, we're proactive here. See, consciousness is that you're proactive. Consciousness implies how to do what's necessary without being told what to do. That's what consciousness implies. As an awareness. I think you got something like that in your book, don't you? Coach, don't you have something in your book about self-awareness?
Absolutely, absolutely, bro. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, this book is chock full of the tips and things. That's probably one of the first things we focus on in the book, brother, is that self-awareness. You got to even be just know that you are present in time, like currently present in time. Now, some of you might not know this. We talk in our lesson, our Supreme Wisdom lessons. We talk about things being in the past, present, and future tense, being made perfect, and whatnot. And so you have to know the past, yes, because that gives us information that helps us understand present and future tense things. And so right now, don't even focus on the past right now. Don't even deal with that right now. Just knowing that you are present in time, right? That unlocks for most people. That unlocks it because most people, brother Daryl, spend so much time focusing about what may happen, what's gonna happen, what I think is gonna. Oh, I'm worried about tomorrow. Be like, you ain't even got today locked down yet to be worried about tomorrow. If you can get through that day successfully without being under the ground, you're doing good. And so you want to be able to be present in time, focused and alert to what's happening right now. Because if you're focusing on the past or you focus on the future, you're going to miss the right now moments that help us deal with things that happened in the past and helps prepare us and equip us to handle things that will come in the future. And so that's why it's really about the right nows, brother Daryl. Right? Somebody said make right now, and make your right now all right. That's one of the things you want to do, and we got to learn to do is be present in time, focused in the moment, and attentive to what's happening at the moment. You got to be aware of what's happening because opportunity is all around us. And I'll share this one quick tip, brother Daryl. I was walking with a associate of mine and a mentor, Robert Butwin. Robert Butwin, very successful network marketer. His family owned one of the Letterman jackets that high schools and places buy Letterman jackets. Well, his family was one of the country's major manufacturers of the Letterman jackets. So they had, a pretty good amount of money. And so he grew up pretty wealthy and whatnot, but he didn't go into the family business. And of course, the family did not like him for that. They did not like him for that. He decided to strike his own claim, if you will. And so he got involved in direct sales, network marketing, and coaching people to change their lives. And anyway, one day he was in Los Angeles. I happened to live in the area at the time. He said, let's meet up for some tea or something, Rodney, and just talk a little bit. Oh, no problem. And so as we sat for tea and everything, we talked. And as we were walking back to the car, I was going to my car, and he had a conference he was presenting at. And there was a guy that was in the parking lot. And that was this black something meeting going on at the same hotel. And so there was some black folk running around. Anyway, there was a brother in the parking lot, and we spoke to him. Hey, how you doing? Now, Robert Butwin is a Caucasian male, big, unassuming looking dude. He breaths real bummy. You would not know he had as much money as he had because he wasn't trying to show off. It wasn't about impressing people. And so anyway, the guy, we say, hey man, how you doing? And the guy says, oh, a day late and $1 short. And Robert says, I can't help you with that day late, but I can definitely help you with that $1 short. And it rolled off his tongue so quick, so smooth. And then he bumped me. He said, boom. He said, you see that? I said, yeah. He said, you see that? That's how easy it is. He said, now, if I wanted to take him on a journey to see if he could qualify to go to the next level, I could have done that right there, because he told me everything I need to know in order to help him go, or help him, so you'll start the process of looking at whether, you know, we had an opportunity that could assist him. So brothers and sisters, the reason why I'm saying that is you want to be present in time. People are telegraphing their desires, calling out for help everywhere you turn. People are asking for help. And if you are in the transformation, the help business, if you are somebody who's in customer service, you have any business, you're in customer service. If you're in a customer service industry, then you got to be listening for the customers to ask for the service that you can deliver. And even if it's not you that have the service, somebody you know should have this. That's why your network of people has to be so large, because if I don't service that area, then maybe I can swing over to Brother Daryl. Maybe I can hook him over to Sister Denise or Sister Tamora. Maybe I swing over to Sister Brandy for the baked goods. Maybe I swing over Brother Michael Carlos and Sister Betty for the gold. To expand your breast, so that way if somebody says I need help, you become a customer service representative. And you can guide them to the right person. Yeah, well, you might not get income from that person right there, but you can't even imagine the payments you're gonna get from referring them to somebody that could help them, because now you set up a psychic debt in their life, and they'll always be indebted to you, even if they never see you again. If they do, they're gonna say, thank you so much for that tip, that person, that phone number, because that helped change my life. So brothers and sisters, be present, be available, be in the now, right? And just activate this things all around. I'm just saying, I can ramble on about that for hours. But Daryl, thank you for that. You just dropped, that was an alley hoop right there. I dunked. Did I dunk? I don't know if I dunked it.
You dunked it. You dunked. You hung on the rim. You on it. You know, referee blew the whistle. But you know. But it's not so much. It's how you score, brothers and sisters. We at the time now is how you do stuff. So here's what I need you to do. We got a little delay because I'm watching the replay on the other screen here. Side here, brothers and sisters, here you know what to do. Get activated. I'm swinging back over to the coach in less than a minute. Pay it forward. Pay it forward. Those tabs above. If you've been here more than time, you should have done that already. But brothers and sisters, it's time to get the rust off you. Something once or twice or 3 times. Wait for instructions again to do those things. So outside of military drill, military environment where you never anticipate the command, but outside of that, in the entrepreneurial world, right? Right? You give yourself commands. Anticipate the command that you give yourself. You've done that already. So hashtag, go out there, hit Facebook like, then go to Facebook share, put a hashtag, we are live, join us. Hashtag BWE Hangout, we are live, join us. Put that in Twitter. Put that in Pinterest. What's up there? What's up there? G+, Instagram, Pinterest. Put that all up there, but if you're gonna make it through these next 4 years of Trump, harder than you've ever been before. You have to push whatever it is that you support, you believe in all areas of your life. You got to push that now hard. You got to push that so far out. Push it. You're right. You push your spirit into the body of somebody else. Do what you feel, because you pushed it. Made it dominant. You made it purposeful. Do that with those tabs every 3 minutes for this last 27 minutes. We need for you to share this stream. Share it. Department, where we're going to start tapping you guys on the shoulder, see where you are. Machine going into 101 broadcasts. We're going to beat Donald Trump to 100. He won't be in the office by the time we reach 100. So we're going to already be next level. But he think he early now. He think he ahead of the game now. Yeah, compared to all the other presidents. But we never even tried that slow process. We stay ahead. Another broadcast like this that's in the 96 broadcast shows. We've done more shows than Empire.
Right.
All right? So go ahead and do that, brothers and sisters. Now let's bring on our brother Rodney Assad Muhammad, the courage coach. He's going to go hard for the next 10, 15 minutes because you need to know Trump will be soon to be President-elect Donald Trump. Let the courage coach help you. Courage coach, take it away.
Yes, sir, Brother Daryl. Praise be to Allah. Thank you, brothers and sisters, for watching us. I'm Rodney Assad Muhammad, your courage coach, and you are actually live on Black Wealth Empowerment, The Hangout. Now, I pray you watched this so far, and the hour of power it's been feeding your soul, your mind, in some way, shape, or form to get you to at least start thinking about things a little differently and trying to find some areas that you can grow and develop in within your own life. One thing that we have to be careful of, brothers and sisters, that we don't focus too hard on a particular area. Some of you know about this. They call it the law of attraction and other things. This is the mathematics to back all that up. And so, but minus all the hip, cliched terms and things like that, there are mathematical principles at work that have always been at play since the originator self-created. And so, if you focus, what you focus on, you actually receive more of. It's the opposite of what most people might think. What you focus on, you actually receive more of. So what do you mean by that, Brother Rodney? I'll tell you. Some things we do, sometimes we focus on what we don't want, to the exclusion of the things we say we want. I'll say again. Many times we focus on what we don't want to the exclusion of the things we say we do want. Give me an example right here. If you want money and I say, well, what do you focus on? Well, I focus on the fact that I don't have money. So that's why you continue to have situations that you produce where you don't have enough money, because you're focusing on not having the fact that you don't have enough money. Wait, okay, do it again, Brother Rodney. Wait. You say, I want a great relationship with a man or a woman, and I said, well, what do you focus on? What's your thoughts? He said, well, right now I don't have anybody. That's why, right there, because you're focusing on the lack, the limitation in what you don't have, more than you're actually focusing on what it is you do want. Now it's a tricky place, brothers and sisters, a tricky place with this. The mind sometimes, depending on your conditioning, your mind will sometimes go to what you don't have first before you even remotely start talking about what you do have. I coach a lot of people, and when I talk to them, that's one of the biggest things I notice about most people in their conversation. They spend most of their times on the things they don't want to happen in their lives, thus giving it energy and power. As the Bible says, life and death is in the power of the tongue. You have to speak words of power into your life, right? So words of upliftment and joy and gratitude and hope and abundance into your life. Because if you focus on the negative, the disempowered, the lack, the limitation, you'll actually give it energy and steam to exist. Brother Minister Farrakhan, the Messiah, said to us one day, the only reason why America continues to exist, he said, because we continue to think her into existence. I'm gonna say it again. The only reason why America, as it stands in the condition that it is in and has been in, exists is because we continue to think her into existence. It's a thinking, it's a mindset. And if you recycle those thoughts over and over again, you give it life because it starts spinning. The first law of the universe was motion. And then what happens is, based on the motion of the thinking, we order reality to fit the thinking, the motion of our thinking. So that way it justifies the thought. It's a very careful mathematical place, brothers and sisters. So here's what I want to go to as we get ready to close my part up. You know, Brother Daryl, this topic was powerful, even to broach the subject. You know, and y'all don't get this understanding. This ain't about Donald Trump. You think it's about Donald Trump? Now, I actually personally, I'm gonna keep it real. I actually like the dude. Brother Daryl, I'm gonna keep it real, 100. I actually like this dude. I like how he get down in terms of he's straight up. He to the point. He ain't like mealy mouth with his. They tried to make him like mealy mouth, milk toast. That ain't what you meant to say, kind of dude. But I like a cat that will say what they feel, mean what they say, and be like, "Yep, I said it." That's a person that you can actually kind of trust on some stuff. Like they will tell you to your face they don't like you, and that hey, if you cross me, I'm coming to get you. Man, if we was more like that in the community, we'd probably have a few less problems, right? Right? Come on, y'all smiling faces. Sometimes tell lies. You know the song. And so I like him because of the way he gets down in terms of his business acumen and his willingness to take a risk in his own life. This man realized he only has one life to live, and he don't get a free replay, no matter how much money he got. So he living it on full tilt, all in, cards on the table, face up, take it or leave it. This is what it is, right? And so we want to start to have that same kind of attitude and disposition, but in an empowered and righteous way. That we want to go all in on our lives, go all in and helping and assisting others, including ourselves, right? To grow and develop in new places. But here's the thing. I wanted to go into some definitions and just wrap this up. You know, Brother Daryl, people say Donald Trump, 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 Trump. You know, I think if people research the name, they'll find out that wasn't really their family name. But, you know, we'll go into that another time, another format. But here's the thing, a trump in terms of the games of chance and other things, this is a game. He says a card of a suit of any whose cards will win over a card that is not of this suit, called also trump card. And it says the suit whose cards are trumps for a particular hand, often used in plural. And then also it says a decisive overriding factor or final resource, also called trump card. Right now, let's go deeper now, because Brother Daryl said, "What's your plan?" Right? What's our plan? Well, you know, okay, President Trump. Now, what's your plan? What's my plan? What do you plan on doing? Well, I wanted to clear the word plan, Brother Daryl. In a noun sense, it says this is the dictionary. It says a detailed. I want you to underscore the word detailed. A detailed proposal for doing or achieving something. Ooh, I like that language. And then the next one for a noun says an intention. Listen to the words, underline intention, an intention or decision, underline decision about what one is going to do. An intention or decision about what one is going, not thinking about doing, going to do. And then in the verb sense, this is an action word now. It says decide on and arrange in advance. And then the second definition, another verb, it says design or make a plan, something to be made or built. Now, as a result of President-elect Donald Trump, right? Donald Trump, right? This is a suit whose cards are trumps for a particular hand, right? Or a decisive overriding factor or final resource. I pray to God that you, each and every one of you, see that this man becomes the decisive and overriding factor in poor people and so-called middle-class people's lives, the overriding factor to show us once and for all that we have to have a plan, a detailed proposal of doing and achieving something, right? Arranged in advance of what's coming, right? And a plan, right? To build something of substance that will last long beyond the Trump, Hillary Clinton, George Bush, or hoo-ha, George, I don't care who they are. Barack Obama, it don't even matter like that. Because beyond all that and all them doing what they do, the question for each and every one of us is, what are we gonna do? Well, Brother Daryl, I'll just say it right now. You know, I decided, you know, I got some yard in the backyard. You know what? Why do I have yard? I just read recently, you all online, doing some studies on some stuff, that lawns, how many lawns there are in America? how many square miles of actual lawn. They said that is nothing but an expense. To have an actual grass in your yard is an expense. It's actually a money waster. The worst thing in the world you could have is the grass. It's zero. Matter of fact, you in negative numbers. When you got a lawn in your front yard, Brother Daryl, that's you you actually operated in a negative in a business sense because it gives you nothing. It's aesthetics, yes, but it returns no value to you. Now, you may say property values may go up, but unless you're talking about selling, then you need to plant some actual fruits and vegetables in that ground, in that space, because the water usage is wasted on grass. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna put a garden in the backyard. So I got 2 planter boxes, gonna ultimately end up with 4. This next week, get all the piping. I'm putting all the piping in myself. Now, right now, 4 planter boxes cost me about $400 total, right? Including putting plants in it. Already got some strawberries growing, right? Tomatoes growing and things like that starting to grow and develop right now. What I say, okay, they elected who they want to elect. That's fine by me. But how am I going to eat? And so, brothers and sisters, that's what some of the things we got to start to focus on. So, Brother Minister Farrakhan, the Messiah, says to us that, you know, this is from the Elijah Muhammad, so he's giving us what we've already been given, but he's trying to give it to us in a manner, in a fine language that me as a fool can understand this. You know, we have to go to the earth. And so I don't care if that earth is a little small little patch in your front yard, on your balcony of your apartment, in your mom and them backyard. If you got access to some ground, some dirt, or a flat space, there's no reason why you should not be growing something. I don't care if it's just carrots only. I'm growing because somebody needs carrots and you might need onions. So you need to find out who's growing onions so you can swap with them your carrots. It's not about money all the time, but it is about the money of trade and commerce. All right. So, brothers and sisters, that's my part. I pray that Allah inspired something in you to hear what I said, to kind of cause you to spin and start thinking in a different way. It's fine that we have businesses, Brother Daryl. We can amass cars and all this stuff, but you can't eat a car. You might be able to sleep in it, but you can't eat it. And so at the end of the day, if the car stopped working, people got to eat, right? I don't care if the weather's perfect outside. Somebody got to eat. Everybody sleep outside, fine. Somebody got to eat. That's one thing you don't get a chance to get away from. Eating and dying, no, you don't get a chance to get away from that. And drinking some water. Everything else is negotiable. All right. So, brothers and sisters, that's my time. I pray that, you know, I said something that by the grace of Allah that inspired you and equipped you with some tools you need to go forward and transform some things. I want to hear back from you. I don't know what it is, brother. I'm thinking about stopping, brother. I don't know. I'm not a quitter like that, but I'm thinking about switching this platform up to where we just speak to people that request to be spoken to, and let's skip all the just getting it out there and pray somebody maybe talk about. No, I'm you know, after a while, like the minister, I pipe to you all the day long, but you have not danced, and we keep talking. We keep talking, but the time is coming where as we near this 100th broadcast, where some of you are not going to hear from us again, and then you're going to wonder what happened from you. We need your feedback, brothers and sisters. So as the minister says, talk back to me. We want to hear from you, brothers and sisters. I am Rodney Asad Muhammad, your courage coach. Remember, no matter what else you do in life, you must always remember to cultivate the courage to roar. Peace. Brother Daryl, back to you, sir.
All right. Thank you very much, Courage Coach. As always, you're always on point, and that's absolutely correct. Brothers and sisters, if you're listening to the sound of our voice right now, live or in replay mode, know what the coach has shared from the beginning to the end. Absolutely online and in line to where BWE is going for the next and beyond. As he said, some of us not going to make it to the other side of Jordan. Some of y'all might not make it, and it's not going to make a difference because they're not here anyway. Rid of the dead. To see, we got to do, Coach, we got to do like Donald Trump's about to do, the dead weight, because America can't carry it anymore, right? Let's get into that real quick. I'm not going to be long, right? I'm not going to be long, brothers. So here's what we're talking about. We're talking about President Trump. Now, what is your plan? Now, Coach gave you the mindset of the plan, right? He gave you the mindset of the plan, right? Begins, it's in the middle. Mindset is throughout the entire process, brothers and sisters. You know, when we stop realizing that, we're going backwards. But here's the message I want to tell you for the remaining 5 minutes or so. And remember, share this stream every 3 minutes. Every 3 minutes. Because as Coach said, we're going to start giving you assignments to do just like in school. And based on your grade, you're either going to pass and stay with us, or you're going to fail, have to go to the, stay back a year or go to some remedial classes and kind of get a better understanding of kind of really what's going on. All right? Brothers and sisters, more than now than ever before, you and I are going to have to get our finances together. I didn't say you. I said you and I are going to have to get our finances together. Ever before, Coach, we're going to have to mind our own business. About what other people are doing. Stop talking less about what other people should be doing. Stop focusing your attention on the Kardashians. Let those that don't want to win. Say we want to win. Then now we have to rise to the occasion, change our behavior. So if they don't hear us, they can see us and watch us and say, that brother right there about his business. That sister right there about his business. It has to be. More than now than ever, we got to handle our business. We got to be about the business. Money, that's a gift to us from God. Right? That's a gift to us from God. Words of it. So selfish, we're only concerned about ourselves. As long as my needs and a few wants are taken care of, I just waste the rest of it. A plan, brothers and sisters. When I was a stockbroker coach, I remember them telling us that don't plan their life. People spend more time planning their vacation than they do on their life. Broker, that's what they taught us white people. So you can imagine when it comes to us. People spend more time planning their vacation than they do the rest of their life. Then they plan their finances, what they're going to do when they can't work anymore. Because you do know, brothers and sisters, well, the ideal is for one day you can stop working and still live. Work until you die. That's a sign of someone and money and what to do with money. And you and I can look at our lives right now. It's not no judgment of us. It's just a map. It's just a map of where we are, right? Using financial, situations and scenarios and where we are, where we need to be. Brothers and sisters, more now than ever, you're going to get your finances together, all areas. If you don't know what those are, then go back and watch some of the previous BWE broadcasts. Clear understanding, credit, your taxes, your income, your small business, tax write-offs. See, these things. Now, like Coach says, you got to get it wherever you can. It's a mindset, right? It's a mindset. Well, I can't grow enough to feed my 5 children. It's the mindset. If you can or can't, that you get into, that you're taking responsibility more and more and more for yourself. Let me tell you, the only folks that's going to make it through Donald Trump's period are for those that take full responsibility for themselves in all areas of their life and make it happen. Those of us, to any extent, we're on the dolly of the government. You're looking for an SBA loan, that's government. Medicaid. I mean, all of it, brothers, all of it is going that gravy train, right? And that's going to cause a ripple effect throughout the world. So everybody's going to be affected by what Donald Trump does these next 4 years. You need to get your money together, brothers, right now. You need to sit down with your significant other and have a come to Jesus conversation. Because they say the number one reason for divorce, Courage Coach, is finances. So if you don't want to sit down with your significant other now and get your finances together and they go to hell, then you're going to lose that spouse anyway. I'm talking about statistically speaking. Right? That. You want to avoid that. You want to avoid this preventable, unnecessary heartache. See, that's the intelligent thing to do. So you know what to do, brothers and sisters. You know you can't be around here shopping. Last year, October, we black people, 10-10-15, started a campaign, Up with Jesus, Down with Santa, to pull our money from these major corporations. Thing for us, justice and equality, keeping that money in our pockets. Belongs the most in our pockets, not in their pockets. Brothers and sisters, we're doing that again today. I mean, doing that again this year. Do anything else, do this. Do this. Join us in this boycott, this economic boycott. Distribute the pain. Hashtag redistribute the pain. 25th to January 2nd, we're not spending unnecessarily. Cut out to Christmas, cut out to Thanksgiving, this extra stuff, and go buy some more soda, and go buy some more juice. At minimum, stop shopping unnecessarily. Put that money in your pocket, brothers and sisters. Your family need that money more than Walmart. They're already in there. 4-time billionaire. Right? If they had their money together, they'd be richest people in America. Distribute the pain. With Donald Trump and the people that he's putting in his cabinet, based on what I've seen, you don't get no justice from the government. Remote suggestion. They're not going to even placate us and make it seem like you're going to get some justice. Send nobody to go in there just to kind of look and see, like Lazarus or whoever was in the tomb. Who was it in the Nick? Who was in the tomb? Whatever it was, you know who it was. See if he was dead. Not even do that with Trump's position, brothers. They got the person over the Attorney General, a senator, whatever, out of Alabama. Alabama, you know, black folks ain't nobody get no justice no time soon. And I say it to laugh, but it's sad, brothers and sisters. And elect Trump. Now, what is your plan? Unite. You got to come together. We got to pool our resources, brothers and sisters. That's the only thing that's going to get us. If you do, if we do, we've been doing all along. If we start in that direction today and ask God to give us strength, momentum, and power to overcome all obstacles within and without. Some of us, those of us who do that, will prosper during Donald Trump's presidency. And he would welcome that because we need to get off of their books. We got to get off their books, brothers and sisters. And if we don't want to do it voluntarily, guess what? He's going to kick us. You got to understand that. So that's our message for the night. Amp up your game. Bring somebody with you. I'm telling you. We're telling you. Coach and I getting together. Up that membership. And we're going to reach out to everybody. You're going to come in. We can't. There's no obligation. There are expectations. You to join the Omegas or the Alphas. They expect something from you. They expect a certain level of participation from you. No different here. All right? So you get ready. You don't have but a month. Let me see. November, December, January. 2 months. The date. Before they swear on J. Trump. Now it's time for you to put your plan together. Factor in taking away from us as a people what has been there on. Instead of leaning on God, we've been leaning on the government. So that stoop right there is about to be pulled from underneath us, brothers and sisters. But I rest assure you, there's some people that you love and you care very much about. Don't need the government like that. And that doesn't exempt us to be first in the process, right? We're not going to be first in Donald Trump's attempt to take America back and make it great again. Things historically, as far as, right? What does take it back and great again mean historically for us? View of what to come. We need to do. Not about anybody else. It's about you that want to do what you're doing. Going. That's who you connect with. In our private, elusive, exclusive. Get in there. Get active. And as always, not from the top. Black America deserves your very best. We got nothing for you. All right, brothers and sisters. Till next week, take care.